As we started our research about sense perception, we found a quote that we thought really fit to our presentation. It is "We live on the leash of our senses" by Diane Ackerman. And that really fits to our presentation because it's true. Everything we know primarily through our senses. It's the first thing we learn. Sense perception is our primary way of interacting with the world. It comes long before the other ways of knowing, because even before we learn to use logic or reason or even be in control of our emotions, we acquire sense perceptions to acquire knowledge from the world.
We have 6 types of senses, and they are sight, touch, hearing, taste, smell, and even those are the big external stimulus. So the first of senses we're talking about is hearing. So, for example, the fox uses the hearing to locate their prey and know when to attack. So the fox listens to the prey, and then he can feel where are the preys and what are like the movement of them, and then he knows when to attack and where to attack. Also, another example of hearing, like a sense, is like a baby in the belly of the mom. The first thing it listens, it's the voice of the mom or the dad. So it's basically the first senses of a human being that are used. So the next sense is smell. So smell reminds memories. What does it mean? It means that smell reminds some things that you never thought about. Like, for example, for me, when I go into a bakery and I sense like apple pie smell, it reminds me of Switzerland. So smell is directly connected to memories. It reminds you of something. Like the smell is like a familiar smell, so it reminds you. The next sense is taste. So taste is directly linked to emotions. There are some types of foods that give people comfort, and these foods are called comfort foods. Chocolate is a really good example of it because, for example, there are some kind of people that when they're sad, they are used to eat a lot of chocolate. Like for me, for example, I eat a lot of chocolate, and that makes me happy because it is a reaction for hormones that give this feeling of happiness. But so what happens? The taste, when you eat something, is directly linked to the taste of it. So the taste of it gives you comfort. So there are really a large number of people who looks for comfort in foods. So actually, food can move with our emotions. Like
Sight. It is a primary sense, so primary that when someone asks us to, for example, explain the color red to a blind person, we can't, because we can only define red because of our sight, so it is impossible to explain it to someone that can't see, that doesn't share the sense perception with us. Touch. As we go through life, we touch everything. Toys, people, furniture, or even as a baby, when we hold our parents' finger in our tiny hands. It is also a way of blind people to identify things and also read. Since they don't see, they use their other sense perceptions, such as touch and hearing, to go through life and identify others. The last one is external stimulus. It is the last sense perception, which is sense of heat, pain, balance, movement, and etc. This was our presentation about sense perception. Thank you so much for your attention.